Happy holiday 4th of July weekend, rollers. Unfortunately, Linda went in and took a nap. When she woke up hungry for Sloppy Joes. Well, we don't have any Sloppy Joe mix in the pantry. So what's a man to do? Well, what he's going to do is he's going to make some homemade Sloppy Joe mix. For that, you're going to need some onion, bell peppers, pound of hamburger, some garlic, tomato sauce, ketchup, brown sugar, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little black powder to taste. So to start with, I've already got the pan and the skillet hot. So we're going to start sauteing the onion and the garlic, bell peppers. This is hot and splattered. So to protect myself, I've got my Cookum Horns cooking apron on. I think it's a little bit too hot. I'm going to turn it down just a tad more. And while that is starting to get a little translucent, it's cooking slow. I'm going to come over here. Once that gets sauteed a little better, I'm going to chop up this pound of hamburger meat in there. In the meantime, let's go ahead and make this Sloppy Joe sauce up. So we're going to use about 8 ounces of this, about half a can. And let's go about like that. And just a smidgen more. There you go. I don't know. Oh, we've got some of this frozen. We'll freeze some more. How about them apples? And then on top of that, as if that wasn't enough tomato, let's put a half a cup of ketchup in there. We use Heinz ketchup around here. Oh, man. Woo! That jar gets hard to squeeze. I think that's enough. This ain't rocket science after all. Put that in there like that. Next, we're going to use about the equivalent of 2 cloves of garlic, which turns out to be, if it's already pre-minced, it turns out to be 1 teaspoon. The recipe calls for a lot of brown sugar. It said 1 to 4 tablespoons. I think I'm going to stick with about 2. I'm going to split the difference. Nah, let's go 2.5. After that, 2 tablespoons of this tasty stuff, which I can hardly pronounce. I really can't pronounce it. I kind of fake my way through. Worcestershire sauce. There's 1. And 2. I hear the things I'm sauteing in the back starting to slow down a little bit. So let's take a look at that. We're going to cook it a while. Let's go ahead and add that hamburger. I don't know why we buy patties and then grind them up. I don't know why we just don't use the ground up ones to begin with.
Well, when I went to the store, all they had were giant packages. And they had 1 package of this, so I got this for convenience. It was already weighed out.
Well, earlier, Linda said let's cook some hamburgers. We changed it to...
We still have 2 hamburger patties left, so maybe we can have hamburgers tomorrow.
On the 4th. All right. I'll let that cook, and then I'll chop it up some more when I come back. All right, let's see. I ended up with this. Good thing I remembered that. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of prepared mustard. You do not want your mustard unprepared. Trust me. Here we go. I don't know that it prepared or not. Are you prepared?
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me. This mustard was not prepared.
Sorry. I told him I had all the little...
She said, I got everything ready for you. All you got to do is get up and cook it. I said, okay, I'll do it. But it ain't ready. All right. Well, that was easy enough, I guess. Our mustard is now prepared. 1 teaspoon. All right. After that, I don't know why, but the recipe calls for garlic powder in addition to garlic. So they want a half. And I guess we can dip this in there since it hasn't been used yet. Let me get that dog hair out of there. All right. There's a half of that. That might have been one of my hairs. I don't know. I got some white ones up there. Isn't that right, Ronnie boy? And last but not least on this, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. And we got onions in there too. It just doesn't make sense, but hey, can't knock the recipes because they work. All right, I hear the sizzling back there. But before I go back, let's put some black pepper in there. Now, all the ingredients are in there. All I got to do is mix it, which I can kind of mix it while I'm here. See, I'm a multitasker from way back. I got all this. It's under control. We like our meat well done, so we're gonna cook all the red and the pink out of this. All right, so I've pretty well got the hamburger, onion, and bell peppers sauteed and cooked. So now I'm draining the grease off of this hamburger into the tomato sauce pan. The half a can of tomato sauce that we had left in the can from the recipe, I put into a Ziploc bag in the freezer. So now we've got some in there that we can use in the future. All right, that's one more little bit. That's probably good enough. All right. You know, I bet y'all thought Sloppy Joe's was named after a sandwich. Well, it's not. Nope. There was a guy named Jose Garcia Rios who used to run the Havana Club. And he sold liquor and iced seafood. Well, the floor was always wet from the ice melting all over the place, and the people that went there started calling it Sloppy Joe's because he didn't keep the floor dry, you know. Who would have known? Okay, we tasted this, and to be honest, I think we would like it a little sweeter. So, this will work. So we put 2.5, 3, so we did go ahead and use the full 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. Or close to it anyways. All right, well, here's the true test right here. We're trying to duplicate a recipe that Linda's mom made. We'll see how good of a job we do. Well, look at that. Look like we have just the right amount of sauce. We're going to let that heat up, cook a little more. And I'm going to figure out a way to make toast. I'm thinking I should just use the toaster. That would probably... Well, I don't know why we're doing that, but...
This has to heat down for 10 minutes.
Heat down for 10 minutes, oh. I didn't know that.
Cook for 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's why I was going
5.
10 minutes.
I thought it was like, I can't drive 55.
You guys see what I have to put up with?
Well, as y'all can tell, I'm not really the cook in this family. Everything I cook, she tells me what to do.
I don't. He is a great cook. He just doesn't like to be in front of the camera as much.
I hate it.
Not everybody wants to see my ugly mug. They want to see your ugly mug.
Oh.
I mean, handsome mug.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. We'll get by. All right, we're back. We've let this cook approximately 10 minutes. The timer should go up in a little bit. But just in case, you know, there are actually 2 stories about why these are called Sloppy Joes. The other one is that in Sioux City, Iowa, there was a guy that ran a sandwich place whose name was, you guessed it, Joe. And he based this concoction that he made on loose cut meats, I guess hamburger, that was popular in the 1930s. Now you can pick whichever story you like. Personally, I like the guy that ran the Havana Club and sold liquor and iced seafood. Man, that sounded good. I like my bread lightly toasted, which it is, lightly toasted. And actually there's a third reason to why they're called Sloppy Joes, which I think is the real story. That they're just a mess to eat. You know, I guarantee you, this will be all spread out over my plate by the time I'm finished. Yes, it will.
Or all over your face.
Or all over my lap. My lap, more like it. All right.
Taste test.
No. We're gonna fix yours real quick. We'll let you do the taste test. Since you are the,
Because you telling me I've got a big mouth.
no, you're the connoisseur
Because I like to eat.
of sloppy joes.
Yeah, I like sloppy joes. He's doing this just really for me. Right?
I'll eat them. They're okay, but
I love sloppy joes, but this is not Manwich, which is what I'm used to making.
say when.
Give me just a little bit more in this corner.
A little more over here.
Yeah, you know I like it loaded up.
Now, do
All right.
you want this cut in half or?
I'd like it cut in half, please.
All right.
Oh, dishwasher. Oh,
There's onions in it, Ronnie.
Ronnie hears food. Ronnie, do you hear food?
I'm sorry, buddy. There's onions in that sloppy joe mix. You can't have onions.
He hasn't had a treat all day. This is his treat right here. Oh, we're at the bottom, and there go my glasses. Bottom of the barrel.
Oh, look. I forgot my little hot pad that I can carry in my pocket.
My sister made this apron for him, so I love it when he wears it. All right, so am I doing the taste test then?
Yes, you are. Well, you're the expert on how a sloppy joe should taste.
Yeah, but you cooked them. Don't you want to taste your own food?
Nah.
In my last will and testament, I'm giving everything to Dwight. Wow. Well, I think we can stop buying Manwich now and you can start making this because this is fantastic.
Well, I mean, you're the one that made the recipe, so you could make it as well.
I found it online. I found it on Google.
Okay.
Well, there are many recipes about making sloppy joes, and I'm sure there are many stories about why it's called a sloppy joe. You choose your version. We'll eat ours.
Still going.
That's because you have to do your taste test.
Oh.
I think it's fabulous. You might like it now that it's not Manwich.
It is pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cook 'em horns. Have a great 4th of July weekend, everybody.
Burgers tomorrow.
Ronnie, it's got onions in it. I know, Daddy made a great sloppy joe. But it's got onions in it. You can't have any. You're a good boy.
Is there anything you would have changed?
I love it just the way it is. Great flavor. So good, I didn't even eat my potato chips. I just ate the sandwich. That is definitely better than Manwich.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, you are a great cook.
Great find on the recipe.
Great job, babe. Ronnie, it's got onions, buddy.
Honey, that sloppy joe was the best. I loved it.
Yes, don't never buy Manwich.
I'll never have to buy another can of Manwich again. You'll make these from now on. You'll make these from now on.
What's this you, Kimosabe?
You just did so good. You were so good at it.
You told me how to do it, just like I told you how to make beans yesterday.
Those were good beans.
So, you gave me credit, so I'm giving you credit for the sloppy joes.
Guys, see what I have to put up with?
Look what I have to put up with.
Love you.
Love you too.
Have a happy and safe 4th of July.
Stay safe, everybody.